welcome back to Crafters TV. So we're now ready for our last hour of the day, and thank you for coming back for us. Have you had a cup of tea and a rest after that craft log? Wasn't it beautiful? So many of you have loved that, and we've got a couple of photos that we're going to show you in a few minutes. But I'll just give you a quick rundown of what this is. This is our first look show. So what we're going to show you is not yet available on the website. Sorry about that, but it will be later on in the week. I believe it's Monday, I think it is, and you're going to be able to pick it up then. But what we wanted to show you is we wanted to sort of whet your appetite, show you what you're going to get, what you could be doing with it, how you can use it, what's going to be included. There you go, you've got a little look, and Debbie's going to, you know, really sort of get you excited for the shows in the week. So yeah, that will be absolutely gorgeous. And as usual, we've got Susie back on the socials again, and she's showing me that everybody is here. We've got Lois, oops, it's jumping. Lois in Ohio, Gigi in Massachusetts. God, I need my teeth in for that. Suzette Sue from Prince Edward Island in Canada. Oh, Diane from Cold Warsaw here in the UK. Kendall from Minnesota, nice day today. Deborah O'Brien from a cold but sunny Wisconsin, brilliant. Christine Mahoney, hello Christine. Hello, just finished my painting class in time to watch this first look show. Oh, what have you been teaching them to paint today, Christine? And did you see the craft along? Because I could imagine that'd be right up your street. Nancy Lowell is here from California. Oh, a flooded California. Oh, I hope you're safe, Nancy. Sending you lots of love. Mary Reno says hello from Maine. Terry Bowler says good morning from a cold Arizona day. And Kirsty D says good evening, everyone, from a cold Thornby in Teesside. Well, it's quite cold here, but we've stayed inside as much as we can. So, as you've seen all day, there's just been the two of us. We've been flip-flopping backwards and forwards between myself and the lovely Debbie, and here she is to give you a quick hello. Yay. Before we get going.
Yeah, absolutely. Really looking forward to this little first sneaky peek look into the world of the brand new rebranded Crafters Inspiration magazine. I'll talk a little bit more about it in a second though, because I hear that George's inbox has been flooded with pictures of the craft along. I can't believe, can I just say, I can't believe some of you have already completed it. Yep. I saw one on Pam's, which I've got a feeling is coming up in a second, already. Oh, look at that, look at that. Now, this is the front that Pam's done, and then take a look inside. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful?
It is, isn't that lovely?
That's the Love and Romance. So that's I think it's the Love and Romance it's called, or the Ransom. I can't remember which way around it was, but that is beautiful.
It really
and
is,
I love Pam's take on it, and I cannot believe Pam actually completed hers before me.
Yeah.
In the craft along, and she's even done a lovely box to go in as well. So that is
that what it is? Yes, I just realised.
Isn't it beautiful? And I did say during the craft along, I needed you to share, tag, and let us know. And look what's coming up now. Who's done this one, George?
Kirsty D said she was going to do, if this is what I think, the person I think it is, she said she was going to do this for her mum for Mother's Day because she loved angels. Oh. If it's the lady that commented, sorry if I got you muddled up. Isn't that lovely?
Beautiful.
So pretty. She's done a lot of colouring on there to get those ready as well.
It is gorgeous.
Most impressive.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because you're looking at the inside.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yes.
I'm looking ahead. I'm looking ahead. I'm so sorry, yes.
No, absolutely beautiful.
Everyone can't see what I can see.
But isn't it lovely? And isn't it lovely that people have already shared their makes? And I'm really, really pleased you've loved the craft along.
Sign of a very good craft along. Sign of a very good craft along.
Oh, bless you. When they get those photos straight in.
That's it, that's it. Okay. So now we're going to have a look at our new rebranded Crafters Inspiration magazine. This is issue 1, and Debbie's going to tell you all about it and show you what's included.
89 projects that you can copy and also emulate in any way that you wish to do so. But I'm going to take you through it because what we've done with this brilliant new edition and the rebranding, because we've gone back to our traditional box form of a kit. And when I say kit, it is focusing on this fabulous kit. So I'm going to show you what you're going to get. So it comes in the box, you've got some inspiration on the front, I'll talk about that kit in a second, and some inspiration on the back for you as well. But it is jam-packed full of these beautiful collection. And when we're saying we're focusing on a new kit, it's all about a timeless floral collection. So everything that you're getting in this kit with your magazine, and it focuses on, the majority of those projects focus on everything that's coming in this kit form. So I'm going to talk you through the kit itself. You've got this timeless floral collection just for you metal die in here. You are also getting a not one but 3-piece rose corner layering stencil set. So you're not getting just one stencil, but 2 and then 3 to create that lovely background, and it really is beautiful. So it's going to lend itself to all your inks, all your texture paste, glitter pastes, and all the different mediums that you can put through a stencil, and of course emboss with them as well. So that's your 3-piece layering stencil set. You're also getting another stencil set that's got this gorgeous script, and again featuring those timeless florals in the background, so you can see everything works together. It's almost like having a little mini collection within your magazine. So a beautiful stencil again lends itself to all those mediums like your inks and pastes that you can pop through there, and of course that embossing. Talking of embossing, we've got the Climbing Roses 5x7 embossing folder. Really lovely floral design with a little bit of shabby chic theme running through this, with that gorgeous script running through the background, and that's one of your standard regular 2D embossing folders. You've also got, again, all keeping in time with this timeless floral collection, so you've got your metal die, your stencils, your embossing folder. We've popped in there as well for you some lovely sentiments. These are our acrylic stamps, and you've got 9 in total, varying different sentiments from happy birthday to happy anniversary, sending lots of love, thank you, be your own kind of beautiful, where flowers bloom so does hope, never stop dreaming, thinking of you and you're in my thoughts. So a really nice set of acrylic stamps in there to complement everything that works with the rest of this timeless floral collection. And then absolutely beautiful 32 pieces. These will be sat in the middle of your magazine, but you're going to take those out, carefully remove the staples, take them out, and you then, I've just chopped these up to show you these gorgeous pieces. You're getting 2 designs on each. These are double-sided, so that's 32 sheets of these beautiful papers and these gorgeous colour themes that are going to work with your stencils, with your embossing folder, with your die, and with those stamps. So everything runs together, and gorgeous florals running through there with that lovely layering, and I say the layering, that background script running through there to give this lovely romantic kind of, almost shabby chic kind of feel to it as well. You're also getting in that 32-piece sheet, you're getting these toppers. These are for you to fussy cut around, but you've got a lot of sentiments on there and some extra embellishments, from butterflies to roses to your borders to your tags and to your toppers that you can then use. And there's 2 of that same design, and then also 2 of a different set of background toppers and embellishments. And it is an absolutely beautiful collection, and focusing on one particular kit. So this is the timeless floral collection that comes with your magazine. And of course, the 89 kit there, sorry, the 89 projects that you're going to get in that kit all focus around this magazine. So inside we'll give you a little look in. So you'll get your index in like you would. It's jam-packed full of all that crafty inspiration. And then talking about what I've just gone through with you, what's in your box. And then all the lovely people that have contributed to this magazine are giving you the inspiration to create some of these beautiful projects using, as you can see, running through the entirety of that magazine, everything that comes in your box kit. We're focusing back to those lovely box kits that we used to do. We've now brought them, rebranded them, and refreshed it and given it this lovely feel. Of course, there's some little extra additional pieces in here with your latest releases from Crafters Companion, but it's jam-packed full of 89 projects. 89 projects for you to copy and take inspiration from. It is jam-packed full, and I think what I'm going to do is show you how you're going to be able to use these. So literally what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these topper sheets. So coming back to the kit, I'm going to come in with one of these topper sheets, and what I'm going to do is, now this is made of a very good quality paper, but I want to give a bit of rigidity to my card. So what I'm going to do with this piece is I'm going to mount it onto some multi-purpose cardstock. Literally, I am going to take our all-purpose glue, which is perfect for all your mats and layers, and will give it extra rigidity. But popping that on, I'm going to pop that all the way across the sheet. And then I'm just going to line it over the top and then let that dry. And once that's dry, it will give me a lovely base to be able to cut round. You can, of course, just take that topper sheet and take your little snippy scissors and cut out elements of there with the paper. But I wanted that extra little bit of rigidity, so I've popped it onto some multi-purpose cardstock. And then once that's dry, and it only takes a few minutes to dry, but I'm going to just take little elements out just for a second. And we're going to bring in now the scissors and we're going to fussy cut around there. What I'm going to do is turn the cardstock, keep my scissors where they are, but turn the cardstock and literally take this now and cut out this lovely topper. You can, of course, use things like your nesting dies if you want to add some extra bits from your crafty stash to create, but really focusing on these lovely panels and these pieces that you are getting in the centre of your magazine. That's where they will live. Like I said, you just need to remove the staples from the centre, lift out your sheets, and then trim all those pieces down to create those 32 beautiful papers and toppers. And it really is the most gorgeous, lovely, timeless floral collection that all works together. So simple, literally quick and easy. And all I've done with the rest of that sheet is I've done exactly the same, where I have chopped out elements from the butterflies. So I'll just move those there so you can see I've got a couple of butterflies. I say a couple of butterflies, 3 butterflies on that one sheet. We've also got these gorgeous florals, and it's exactly the same what you've just seen me do with this one. I've just taken my scissors and fussy cut those out. I've actually just added a couple of little foam pads onto the back of a couple of the designs that I'm going to use. But you can see just how much you get out of that one sheet in terms of banners that have got sentiments in, and there's a couple on there, and then you've still got additional extra ones that you're going to be able to use, and these lovely strip borders as well that you're going to be able to incorporate into your card making as well. So just move those to one side. The additional things that I've brought in to my make is I've taken a piece of multi-purpose cardstock and I've made myself an 8x8 card into this design. I've actually used some waste pieces as well, because I want to create a little bit of a texture inside just by using some of those papers, but I'll come back to that in a second. What I've done is I've used some pasteled textured paper, taken a segment from one of those A4 sheets and cut this down into size, and in terms of my mats and layers, I've just gone down 1/4 inch with each of those panels. So I'm just going to pop that on with a bit of all-purpose glue onto my mat and layer, and then we'll start to build this up and show you the kind of makes, and I will show you some amazing samples as well of some of the beautiful projects that you've got in the magazine that you can take step-by-step instruction and use the whole of that kit. The kit that you've got in that box magazine is what all of those projects, or the majority of those projects, are focused on. So that is just the part there. I'm going to open up and just stick these layers down as well. So I'm going to come in with a little bit of glue. I always like to make sure that my middle of my cards has got a little bit of use out of some of those papers and that design. And again, in terms of this die, that's that Just For You die. And all I've done is just matted and layered using some textured linen cardstock with multi-purpose cardstock and the papers that I've used to create the inside panel. And then just pop my glue on there into that centerpiece. And then I'm going to come back to this front part and add, and all I've done with this is I've just created, using my craft knife, a little aperture into the center. Just going to mount that onto the textured linen cardstock. So I'm going to come round there and then pop that onto the top. And then I might just give this a little lift. So if I just use the all-purpose glue, it gives me time to get that into place. And then I'm just going to pop on there now a couple of foam pads to elevate the frame. And then we'll use some of those toppers to decorate that piece. So I'm going to come in now and just pop a couple in each one. There we go. And then again, just take off all those backs. And it really is a beautiful collection. Those papers are so lovely that work all together. It's like having a mini collection in your box kit to work from. It really is. And the stencils allow you to use lots of things like texture pastes and inks through them as well. But again, just beautiful. So that's just the frame. And then I'm going to bring in now the centre part. Again, I'm just going to pop a little foam pad just onto the back. Just again, sit that into the centre part of that frame. And then using some of those toppers, let's just make sure I've got that bit off there, off the back. There we go. I'm going to pop that into the centre. And then I'm going to take these florals, the ones that I've already got the backings on with the foam pads, just take those and we're going to just bring these around into the corner pieces. And you can see how it's all coming together using those elements from that box kit. Just bringing that in, and then I'm going to come in with a banner, just that I'm going to take to the bottom. So where flowers bloom, so does hope, with lots of love going into this bottom corner, and then just finishing off with a couple of the butterflies to give that little extra detail around the frame, and use that kit. And this is the paper kit part, using that kit from that box kit, and again, just pop that on and you've got yourself a beautiful, beautiful make using that fabulous elements from the brand new Crafters Inspiration issue #1.
Wow, that is absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Debbie. Now, if you want this, this is going to be on sale later this week. It is the Crafters Inspiration Volume 1 on New Look magazine. That was a beautiful card, Debbie. I love that. That was so pretty. And you've not even started to use the embossing folders, the stencils, the template, or anything like that. There is so much.
And that was just a sheet of the paper. I obviously have brought in some of my elements. So I've brought in things like our multi-purpose cardstock, our textured linen cardstock, to just incorporate, because you've got a lot out there. You've got a lot yourself. So we're giving you a little collection to get, I mean, can I just say, Corrine, I got right excited when I saw this, because for me, it brought it all back, all those memories when we used to do these box kits and focused on one collection. So we said this morning, for those who are unaware of it, previously in our magazines, we've had little bits of taster elements. You might have an additional thing from a Sarah's Signature range, or an extra little stencil that goes on with a range that we've done in dyes. And they're kind of like, they were brilliant, great craft kit to get yourself started, but using them together sometimes wasn't always possible. What we've done with this kit and why we've rebranded it and brought it back into the box form, a lot of people asked for that because the folder was great. It was great to have everything in. But in terms of storage, the box kit just fits neater into your shelves and things like that. And actually popping those back into there. I remember the day when I collected them, absolutely box kits were my favourite. I absolutely adored them. I've still got a lot of them. But it's focusing on a collection. And not a collection that we've done or we're bringing out. It's a collection that's purely about that magazine and those projects. Like I said, the majority of those pieces that are in there are using those things like the stencils, like the embossing folder, like the stamps, like the... It's literally taken, and the majority of those 89 projects are all items that are in there. There's the one odd two or thing, like this one. This is a great one, for example. A lovely little collection of Sarah's Roaring Twenties. And she's done a little feature in the magazine. But the majority that you look through, from basics to more advanced, into, you know, from simple, intermediate to advanced projects that are in there. It's still the same feel, the same look, the same quality, but actually there's more projects in here, but it's all focusing around that fabulous floral collection. It's called the Timeless Floral Collection. It isn't something that we do at Crafters Companion in terms of a collection, but it is now in the box kit form. And it does, I mean, I don't know about you, Corrine, but those papers, the papers
Can I just
stunning.
ask you a question?
Yeah, of course you can.
So if I'm going to find it, it's going back quite a long way. So Zoe Carver says, are the papers the same as the magazine papers, or matte and a better quality?
Are the papers the same as the
magazine papers? So the bits you pull out.
So the matte, so they're uncoated. So it means that you can add things like, inks. honestly, any kind of things you
Yeah.
want to add to it, sprays and things like that, your glossy highlights, get that right way around. Lots of things that you can add to it, and which is why we've kept it uncoated.
Yeah.
It's a lovely quality as well, so but it's still nice enough. The only reason I've literally given and popped it onto some multi-purpose cardstock is because I wanted my card base to have some firmness to it and rigidity when
you've
it's
got that frame as well, so you
And
don't
the
want
frame,
it to fall in there.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so in answer to your question, Zoe, you will notice a different. There are a higher quality where we've printed them for the magazine, for the actual papers that you're going to take out. So yeah, absolutely. Now there are so many people here. I haven't even had a chance to go through these. I'm going to have to go quite quickly. Oh, it's jumped again. Where we are. So where are we? It's just jumped again. This keeps jumping on me.
Do you know what I did when I did my presenting debut last week? On Sunday last week, I read from the bottom upwards.
Did you?
The only way I could do it.
I might have to in a minute
bouncing,
because
I thought my eyes,
there we
I thought
go.
they were tripping because it were bouncing away. So
it was.
yeah.
So just to say, we've got Laurie Minard from Pennsylvania. We've got Linda Preheim from South Dakota. Tamara from South Dakota as well. They all come in lovely groups. Stephanie said, good afternoon from Farmingdale, New Jersey. I am amazed I've made all 3 shows today. Well done you. But then 2 of my favourite gals have been on all day. Well, that's very nice, Stephanie. Polly Coe, again, hello. Hiya, Polly. Karen says, got the Inspiration magazine from HSN. It is in front of me now. And that's the answer to a question earlier, because somebody was saying, well, how come some people are commenting on it? We're saying it's launching next week, and that's the CTV launch. It was on HSN. I don't know which month, but it was on previously. We've got Barbara says, hello everyone from Indiana. Brenda says, evening crafters, Corinne, Debbie and all at CC from a rainy Saxilby. Yeah, I could hear the rain here not so long back. Carolyn Hayes from North Carolina, Sandra from Missouri, Sarah from Arkansas, and Mary Rena says, wow, this kit looks beautiful. I'll have to skip through a few of these. Alice, Langnecker, Sarah Ibbotson, Candice Wells, Rita Jackson says, I'm trying to finish my craft along and watch the show at the same time. Well done, Rita. Laurie says, beautiful folder. Karen says, the papers and toppers are so pretty. Rachel Brown from Chile, Shropshire. Laurie, yes, says, I was going to do yard work, but decided it needed to wait until after watching the show and crafting. Totally. Rhonda from snowy Chicago, and then loads of people commented on what a beautiful card that is. Terry says, are the papers downloadable to print more?
As far as I'm aware, no. And I will just say, I only got my magazine the other day, hot off the press.
It is, yeah.
Off the press. But no, right now there are no downloadable elements, but there are so many. There's 32 sheets in there.
Yeah.
And as I would always say, going back to the kit, look at the true value and obviously, I'm not going to do a surprise because that's not for me to discuss. That's for you guys on Monday because our Sarah's going to be back in the building and she'll discuss the price and everything else that's coming with it. But I want you to think about, I look at it when you're buying that magazine that this is all the freebie. But in terms of value for money, you've got 4 stencils in here. You've got an embossing folder. You've got the stamps and you've got the die. These are the elements that are going to last you forever. And that means you can take stencils and backgrounds and emboss with them, and there's so much you're going to be able to do with it. So once the papers have gone, 32 sheets is a lot, can I just add? 28, and they're double-sided.
And they're double-sided,
They're double-sided. And then the project's in there. But once you've got these ideas and these things that you're going to be able to, flick through there.
All your papers.
All your papers.
All your papers.
Yeah, so you're going to be able to take papers. So this style of card, this lovely twist card, you could take something maybe from your Roaring Twenties or your Angel Collection or your, you can use those.
Yeah.
It's all about that inspiration. Yes, we're giving you those to start with. I would look at it personally as a fantastic kit. The value, and I know what this is coming in at because I've already been privy to that. I'm not discussing it because it's not my place to discuss it. You'll find out on Monday when our Sarah's here and answer all the questions as well, because she's got a 2-hour proper launch.
Yeah.
I think Craig's kick-starting in the morning. I believe Craig's kick-starting in the morning.
Wake up call.
Wake up call. He's going to give you his take on the magazine. Back with the lovely Ben, who's back from his jollies. But Sarah's got 2 hours of a dedicated show about this magazine. magazine about everything that you need to know about it and all the extras. But honestly, they are beautiful. They are exclusive papers as well. These aren't a reprint or anything that we're doing. This is absolutely the most beautiful papers, and they're lovely. I mean, look at this. They just everything there for you to, and there's a lot in there. That's a lot in a kit. A lot. It is. And I think personally, we've really rebranded this into terms of value. Wow. An absolute wow. And I just think you have got so much there. It's a gorgeous collection as well. And it's a focused collection. It's not bits of something. It's a pure collection full of beautiful things that you are going to take into your crafting and beyond. Yeah. It's
perfectly. So, so hopefully we've really started to whet your appetite and inspire you. Now, we have mentioned that all day today and tomorrow, for the whole of the rest of this weekend, everything on the website is double points. What are points? Why do you need points? Have a look at this little video, Club Inspire, and then you'll realise why it's worth buying now while you get double points.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comfort of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze. If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are. Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. So, join our family of craft experts with live tutorials and demonstrations every day. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products here on Crafters TV. Get creative and craft along with our amazing deals. Your next craft project is only a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week or watch on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook or our YouTube channel. You can chat to us, craft along and meet new friends in our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
You're all our time with each other! You're not through to boot camp. Get off!
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. So, stop what you're doing and enjoy the fun here on Crafters TV.
It's lovely to see that, and just to see that come camaraderie and the companionship, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic place to be, and I hope that comes across to you. I get the feeling it does, listening to your comments. Just to let you know, our Craig's watching. So, hi Craig. Yes, he's watching, he's prepping. He said he's prepping for his Thursday craft alone. But I think he means craft along.
Craft alone?
Are you doing a craft alone or a craft along,
Is it
Craig?
craft
Or is he
alone?
doing a craft along alone? I don't know.
Oh, bless him.
But there we go. Oh, Stephen Lee Guy has sent his craft along pictures
Oh,
in. If we
perfect.
get a chance, it might be a little bit late, but if not, we'll try and share those later. We'll see. I think it's just we've got George on his own today. There's somebody else. He's sharing the job tomorrow, isn't he?
Yes.
Is it?
I think Nicola's coming in
back
later on. Yeah.
Nicola's coming in for the last show
Yeah.
tomorrow, so yes, so there'll be more in there. But no, I hope you like that. I hope you are enjoying this. So this is all about our Crafters Inspiration magazine. So it's been rebranded and it's got a nice new look. And if you can see, it's here and it's going to be launching on Monday. Wake Up Call with Craig, and then later on with our Sarah. So look at that, just some of the inspiration. And our Debbie in a minute is going to show you some more bits that you can be making with this. We're going to be, I think, if I saw what she did, she's going to be showing you how to use the stencils.
Yes.
I love the stencils. They are beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. What was your favourite bit of using, Debbie?
Well, first of all, can I just hold my hands up?
Okay.
Because I've been bragging for the last 2 days, Corrine, that I'm a mathematical genius and I've been plucking figures from the air, and guess what I've gone and done?
What have you done?
So I've told you all there's 89 projects in this magazine. Corrine went, Debbie, you see, yeah, this is it. George is telling me, even Carol Vorderman makes mistakes. I've made a mistake. There's 89 elements in the kit, as in terms of the kit, not 89 projects. Corrine did the count for me. She went through every single page. Did you say about 72, 73?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Something around that. So, for those watching.
But 89 elements, that's
89
a lot.
elements is a whopping great
With
big
the
kit.
toppers and the stamps.
70-odd projects is a great lot of crafters' inspiration. So please forgive me. But yes, I have a way to show you some of the amazing things. Do you know what I can't wait to see?
What's that?
Sarah's take on. I can't wait to see Craig's take on it, actually.
Yes.
Can't wait to see Craig's take on Wake Up Call. I can't wait to see Sarah's launch. Can't wait to see what she's going to do. She's going to knock it out of the park as she always does.
She will.
She's nice and refreshed as well, Corrine, so I'm a little bit like, I think she might be getting another star on there.
Do you think
Did you know
so?
she got a proper one last week?
She got a proper one
Her
last
own
week.
proper one last week. A proper legal star, shall we call
Well, she's
it?
got 2 there now.
Well, yes, one of them wasn't real.
Wasn't lead.
Wasn't real.
Who's in the lead, George? Do you want to know who's in the lead? Do you want
George,
to know
how
who's in the
dare you
lead?
say that? They're in the presence of the leader. She'll be going mad.
I won't stay in the lead. I don't do enough shows to stay in the lead, but there you go. Right, what are you going to show us now, Debbie?
Well, I'm actually going to use some other elements in the kit because this kit is absolutely fabulous. And the one for me, I love it all. I absolutely love it all, but I love the layering one.
Yes.
And I'm only going to use a couple of them, but look at this. All I will say is there may be something coming along very soon.
Oh,
in March.
yes.
Shall I not tease no more? Not going to tease no more because...
But you might want your stencils.
You might want your stencils, Corrine, yeah, you absolutely might want your stencils. Now, they are a big stencil as well, 5x7, so you can cut your cardstock down to size, or you can make life easy for yourself and cut something a little bit bigger. I actually, when I've taken my... And I've only used the top 2, I've got the top 2. Obviously, you've got that beautiful background one that's going to work together because it can lay in the background. But I wanted a bit of a clean and simple look with this layering stencil, so I've just using the 2. And I've actually just marked mine so I know which is how it fits together in terms of your first 2. Not so worried about that one because that can go anywhere you want it to.
Ah, that's
but
clever.
this
So you put the
one,
little
I just
dot
put a
on,
little
have you?
permanent mark on, a little dot. So if you're thinking I've got a dot on there and it's a bit of muck, it's not. It's there for
Good
me
tip.
to use. Yeah.
Good
And it's
tip.
just so I know personally myself where it is. Now I'm going to hold this down with some low-tack tape. You can use your sprays, Corrine, so you can use your, your repositional
Yeah.
purple spray, which is the thickened spray.
Right, yeah.
You can use that onto the back of it and then you can hold that down. But I'm just going to use some of our low tack tape for that. And it's just to hold it into place. I'm actually going to use, I was looking, do you know, I think John moved them yesterday, but I was looking for shimmer ink pads, disappeared. He's
I
took
can
'em.
see them up there.
Where?
On the shelf.
Oh dear Lord. Do you know I get worse? I get worse.
I can see them from
honestly,
here.
If I just turn round, they are there on the shelf. Oh, Corrine, I was looking for ages earlier. I went outside, I looked at it, I'm like, what on earth has he done with them?
Nothing.
Nothing. They're
Clearly.
there. However, I'm going to use the opaque pigment ink pads now.
Right.
So I'm going to come in and I'm going to use a few colours. I'm going to start with the leaves, because this is the background leaf. I'm going to start with that spring meadow.
Opaque pigment pads, they've got such intensity of colour, haven't they?
They have, they're beautiful.
They're so juicy.
And the lovely thing about making your card bigger, making it easy, do you know if you do go over it, doesn't
Yeah.
matter because you can trim it down to size. I like to do things nice and easy, Corrine. I don't know about yourself.
Don't blame you, yes.
Yeah, I like to make things nice and easy, but honestly, texture paste, glitter paste, can you imagine putting those through there?
Yes.
Honestly, your sprays, you can put your sprays through there as well. Lots of things you're going to be able to do, and of course, all of our inks will fit through here as well. But yeah, you can really keep this nice and simple, make quick, easy cards as well, Corrine. I mean, super easy cards. I'm going to come in and add a little bit of extra depth. So I'm going to mix a couple of the colours. Of course, with pigment ink pads, you absolutely can, because they blend beautifully together. So I'm just going to use the next one, which is the grasshopper, and I'm just going to come in and blend between the two, just to get a little bit of shade, a little bit of dimension, a little bit of extra 3D-ness, is that the word I'm looking for?
I just think,
Instead of flat.
I think dimension would have done.
Dimension, yeah, because I'm thinking flat is fine if that's what you want to achieve, but of course you can do this as well. So that's the first part. So I'm going to put my 2 ink pads away that I've used, because I'm going to come back into green topaz because I couldn't find the other one. However, I'm going to bring my other layering stencil in. So I'm just going to take that up for a second and peel that back.
It's quite strange looking at that point, isn't it?
Yeah, it does. It makes you think, well, what's going off here? But you can actually start to see where
can.
you're going to be coming in with. Clean your stencil with either your wipes or your... I do mine in hot, warm soapy water. Do you? Oh, just wipe them off. Or all that excess ink, bring back onto another piece of cardstock.
It will if you've used your pigments, won't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And get like what we call a second generation kind of ink. Now, this one sits over the top. If you are doing what I'm doing and doing it just randomly, just make sure that you've got it roughly in the same place. But you can kind of
see straight away,
yeah,
yes.
where it needs to be.
Everything lines up, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And again, I'm just going to hold that down with the low tack tape, and I'm going to bring in my next colours now.
And you've already put your dot at the top, so we know the dot's in your top.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right-hand
It's just my little. I've said this before, but visual. I have to see things visually, and it helps me. It just helps me understand where I need to place things. I'm going to come in with a darker green and just come in and just tap that through. I'm using my finger daubers. I know they're not back in stock yet, but I'm pretty sure...
You've got more control, haven't you?
Yeah, and I think they'll be coming back in stock soon. Don't worry if you come over here just a little bit. It doesn't matter, because it just adds again to that little bit of interest to your projects. Of course, using pigment ink pads and shimmer ink pads, if you're going to use, you've got the option of then adding a little bit of clear embossing powder over the top, because it stays wetter for longer. And again, I'm just going to come in and add that little bit extra into there. So that's the greens done with, and then I've got the pinks, and I'm going to come in with fuchsia and plum jam. And again, I'm just going to take in, first of all, I'm going to use the fuchsia, and I'm going to come in and go over. And this is the lovely thing, they do offer quite a lot of coverage, don't they? Real lot of coverage. And I'm just going to switch to my little finger dauber to go into the little bit more of a detail. And again, just bring this in. And I do love these, Corrine. I don't know about you, but this collection, this timeless floral collection.
Such striking, strong pink. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and you think of all the colours that we do in our range. I mean, goodness me, how many is there now? 36? 36 in each,
is there?
Apart from the pigment, because it's got the white. Yeah, there's 36 colours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm sure it's 36. Actually, that could have been a trivia question from this morning, Corrine.
Yeah.
Wait till we see that young Jamie.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's 36. Could be wrong. Could be right.
I'm looking at the chart outside and there's 30,
Yeah, there is. I got it right. We could have had that in the trivia quiz. We'd have been fine. Do you know what made me laugh though, Corrine?
Go on.
I will just tell you. Do you know when we were trying to work out the experts? What's over there? Honestly, do you know, I'm just going to point over there. Do you know over there, our chart with stars? Me and you. I were naming them all. And then I looked up after it showed, and I was like, oh my God.
Oh, that's
we could have
priceless.
just gone and counted, but no. That just shows we're not cheats, Corrine.
That's priceless. Oh, I think Georgie's going to try to get there He's
Is he
gonna
trying to
try
get a
and
shot of
the-
it? Yeah, just to show
Gosh,
you.
there you
Look,
go.
all
Look,
on
look,
the wall.
look, he's getting a
There
shot.
you go, the Hall of Fame. Me and Corrine are stood. Both of us can see it within our
Yeah.
reach. Did we see it? Did we think to
No.
use it? No.
No, there you go.
Absolutely silly
There's
billies
the
that we
answer.
are. Oh, God.
Oh,
God,
God,
you
that
just
is
couldn't make
too
it up,
funny.
could you? Could
No,
not make
that
it
just
up.
makes me smile. that
I know, I
does.
meant to tell you earlier and then I completely forgot because this brain fog. This brain fog of mine doesn't help. Now, once you've done that second layer, you are going to then take this off and you'll see how
Oh,
beautiful
wow.
that looks. Again, you could do the second generation ink. There's still a lot of ink on there that you can use. And when I say second generation, I mean come back in with your ink pads, place that back over the top and then just rub that ink into that area and you get another lovely look as well. And let's not forget a stencil. You can emboss with a stencil as well, so you're going to be able to turn these into embossing folders
you
too.
certainly could.
So trim that down. Now, the only thing different that I've done with mine, Corrine, is I've actually added a little bit of spray and shine to mine
Oh,
and
that
trimmed
looks
it down to
pretty.
size. So do you know when you see the messiness?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter because it's now nice and clean. I've got a little bit of a card blank going off here. Just literally, this is an A4 piece of cardstock folded in half. I've done some mats and layers with black matte cardstock and multi-purpose cardstock. I wanted to keep it quite fresh, quite clean, quite simple.
I think you need to, don't you?
Yep, and there is a project in the magazine that also shows you using different colours and a different, added extra little elements. But again, it's that step by step, written as well as picture instruction that for me makes craft magazines especially, really useful to have, especially if you lose things like your mojo, and we all do it. We all lose from time to time our mojo. Me included, and it's sometimes nice to go and have a look at the different styles. And yes, it's dedicated to the kits that's coming with the box, with the Craft Inspiration magazine.
I know we can go to the shops and we can buy magazines, and yes, this magazine will be available in the shops and what have you, but to know you can sit on your sofa, you can order it, and it's going to land on your doorstep. At that point when you're really struggling to what to do next, where, what craft to do, and it's there ready and waiting for you, isn't it? I just think it's perfect.
Honestly, I used to dive down to Elsica, down to our lovely little craft shop, which is still going strong, bless her. I used to go in there and she'd know me to walk through the door. Come to your magazine. I'm like, yep, I have, because I loved our craft kit. It's like with anything. We try and keep things fresh. And I absolutely love whoever came up with the idea to go back to what we're doing now with this and have a one collection in each, the magazines. For me, just makes it it does keep it fresh. Again, I'm just going to place that into the centre part, roughly into that centre part. Pop that down.
So pretty.
It really is. It just keeps it really nice and fresh. I've taken the Just For You sentiment die and I'm just going to place that in that bottom corner. And the only additional thing that I'm going to pop on there are a couple of little gems. Anybody asking about my gems, I will tell you, I use Unky Dory gems. I love their gems. I'm trying to find me dewdrops and I don't know what I've done with them. They've honestly disappeared, me dewdrops, but I'm just going to pop a couple into that corner to give it, again, it's that little extra... Stuck to my finger. I'm thinking, where did that go? Stuck to my finger. Again, just a little bit of interest, something to marry up what I've popped in that corner. And again,
is that symmetry? Not symmetry, but that balance across the page, isn't it?
That's a good word, Corrine. I like that one. But again, not much more to it other than two of the stencils that I've used out of that kit and the metal die, sentiment die cut, and it's done.
So you're getting 89 elements in here, and there's nothing in that card that you have used that was a consumable.
Yes.
None of that is consumable. So everything you've got is going to be able to be used again and again and again. So just think of how many different projects. I've got some somewhere, the beautiful bag with that on the front, something very similar. Absolutely gorgeous ways to use it. I've seen a card up by you where we've die cut into it and made it like a pyramid. There's so many ways to do this. Now, we've still got loads of people. I have found out through Craig and our lovely Susie that Craig won't be alone on Thursday. Christine is going to be here with him. It's the textured embossing folders.
Ooh.
Christine Mahoney's going to be there. Carletta says there are some beautiful cards in the magazine.
They are.
For Holidays Design said good afternoon from sunny Florida. And Deborah Spencer says, greetings from a chilly, gloomy Texas today. I'm listening while cleaning and organising stuff in my craft room. Well, hopefully it's not gloomy with you. Yeah, so absolutely brilliant. So hopefully I've said hello. Well, I think Patricia and Angela both said hello earlier that I missed them out. Right, now, time is running away from us, so we need to do demo of the show. Now, there's just 2 to choose from, so hopefully it'll be a nice, easy count up for our Susie.
Yep.
So the 2 are, and they're very different.
Yes, because one using just the paper kit, which is in the centre of your magazine. So that's number 1. And then number 2, I've used just 2 of the stencils and some of my white cardstock. So 1 or 2, you decide. I think both equally showing you just how fabulous that kit is. 2 very different cards. Very different cards that you can create. And I hope, I mean, I know when Sarah comes in, and Craig, because I know Craig will have his own take on it as well, using the elements. And I will show you some of those amazing samples that the guys have contributed towards the magazine, because we've got some in the studio with us.
Yeah, we have.
So I'll show you some of those as well. But yeah, you decide, 1 or 2, it's your choice. You get voting.
You certainly do. Now, as we've been saying, if you want to get this, the Crafters TV launch of this magazine is on Monday. Wake up call with Craig, and then a later show with Sarah. So if you want that, and you want all of the 89 elements, from the dies and the stamps to the stencils and some more stencils. Oh, and there's an embossing. Oh, I missed the embossing folder and the embossing folder. And then the magazine that is jam-packed full of over 70 projects, and in the middle all of those gorgeous magazine quality papers, including all of these toppers. Then tune in next week on Monday and you will be able to get yours then. So Debbie's got some samples. Some of these are sort of makes from inside the magazine,
Yes.
so hopefully they'll inspire you when you can see them in full 3D instead of flat on a page.
Yeah, and it's nice to see them in full bloom. I mean, this is lovely. So there's some nice little techniques.
Yeah.
So there's a section in the magazine that talks about paper techniques. I don't want to go too much into that magazine because I want to leave that for Sarah. This is the First Look show after all, so I don't want to spoil all of that element and take away from Sarah's show on Monday. So again, there's elements in there that you're going to be able to do some paper techniques with. Circle-shaped cards using, and literally the minuscule amount of papers and the toppers, and then using your stamps in there as well. So some really lovely pieces. But then, of course, there's your home decor pieces. That is beautiful.
Oh, look, that's
so that is, yeah.
That's
so this
embossed, not embossed,
So, no, do you know the
stenciled.
stencil? That third
Yeah.
stencil that I didn't use, that's in the background
On
of
the
that Ada.
fabric.
On fabric, yes. It's that lovely Ada that you can cross-stitch into. Absolutely gorgeous. And then the stencil has been cut into and used as toppers. So that's what those pieces are. So you'll get all of these ideas. This is that lovely twist and pop one. That lovely twist and pop using the papers, step-by-step instruction on how to do that. The embossing folder, lovely Ruth has done one using this. There's some iris folding techniques in there as well. So again, some paper techniques that you are going to be able to take inspiration from. You've got your shaker cards. Every single one of these projects are from that kit. Maybe add a few of your things like your glitter or your glossy highlights, taking it into bag making form.
I know, that's
this is
beautiful,
lovely.
isn't it?
We've got some gorgeous samples you can see, like doing different kind of occasions in terms of female occasions, in terms of different things that you're going to be able to use your kit with. It really is an exciting magazine. It's fresh. It's a lovely collection. The Timeless Floral collection is just outstanding. That's that emboss. That's that 3-layering stencil all together. How gorgeous does it look? Completely different. I kept mine fresh and white, got a little bit of white background, but then of course using muted colours that match your papers. You are in for a right treat with this magazine, let me tell you. It's an absolute corker, and no wonder Sarah is hot-footing it back to come and do the launch, because it's just absolutely fabulous. It's what we do best. It's we give you that inspiration. We're actually giving you more in terms of the kit than what it actually costs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And for me, it's not a ploy or anything like that. It's just a way that we can share with you the crafting things that we're doing, take you on a crafting journey and give you the inspiration to get started with as well.
Okay, so we have a result from demo of the show. Can you predict? What do you think, Debbie?
Absolutely not. I ain't got a clue because I love them both.
Okay, I'll keep it quick. Demo of the show goes to number 1.
There you go.
Isn't that pretty?
There you go.
Such
Because
a pretty card.
beautiful papers, beautiful toppers as well. Yeah.
Can I borrow that one then, please?
You can indeed.
I
I
borrow
shall
that
come
one.
and hot-footed
So,
across.
thank you very much. So, demo of the show. I'll Debbie put the back on the card there so you can see.
Because I forgot earlier.
It's okay. Demo 1 is from the Sent With Love this morning. Demo 2 is our gorgeous Sent With Love craft along. Yeah, know what you're thinking. And demo 3 is what's just one. So let me see if I can get them all in a row. You have got 1. Oops, that's falling down. I'll sort that out. 1, 2. I'm just showing that. 2 or 3. Your choice.
Wow.
I know which way I'd be going.
I'm glad I'm not choosing again.
I know,
because,
but I'm sure I know which way I would be going. So let me put those there. Oh, so we have a few more comments. We have, beautiful. Terry Anderson loves your card. So does Cynthia. Teresa says beautiful paper. Lovely sample, says Mary. Mary Reno. And Patricia Watling says lovely colours. So that is, you're absolutely loving it. Now, whilst you all vote 1, 2 or 3 for demo of the show, I'll give you a quick update on tomorrow. So it's still me here tomorrow, I can only apologise, with the lovely Jan. Now, so we've got Say It With Flowers. First off, she's going to give you a masterclass on Say It With Flowers. Oh, beautiful collection. And hopefully she's going to make some flowers. Then at 2 o'clock, Shaker Clock, she's going to do starter skills with shaker cards. So if you ever fancied having a go at shaker cards, and I'm sure she's going to put a twist on it. And then at 6 p.m, we'll be here for 2 hours with our Second Chance Sunday. You all love our Second Chance Sunday. And don't forget, when we're doing Second Chance Sunday, you've still got double points on everything. Well, you've got it on all day today. So if you want to go and have a look, because everything that's been on all week will still be here. Will still be on the website ready for tomorrow. And so yeah, make the most of those double points and like the bonus points that you had on our Sent With Love earlier. Now, I'm sure you told me it's not very long and you're back here again, aren't you, Debbie?
Me? Yes.
You.
Yeah, well, so you've got lovely Jan tomorrow, Sarah on Craig on Monday, and Lily. Lily's coming in on Monday as well. I'm back on Tuesday because I've got I think it's called the monthly makes.
Oh yes, I did one of those.
I think that's what I've got on Tuesday.
Yeah, the monthly makes.
A monthly makes, which is I've only got 2 days at home, and I've got. Can you imagine over this last month the amount of things that we've had out and the amount of things that all the deals that we've brought, all the fabulous new collections.
But what's left? Because I mean,
and what's
Roaring
left
20s is already whittled
so
down.
I've got lots planned, and what I've decided to do, and I've talked to producer Johnny about this. We talked about it yesterday. We're going to do something different in each show. So it's not going to be like do you like sometimes where we'll do like a Roaring 20s at first, Roaring 20s at second, Roaring 20s. So I've said, because there's so much that we've got to cover throughout the day, I've decided to mix it up and bring in lots of, so that there's lots of inspiration, covering lots of those items, which I'm really excited about. Got to tune in on Monday though, Corrine. Got to tune in Monday. Although saying that, the gorgeous Jan tomorrow, you've got to tune in for that Jan, because I know full well it's going to be a corker of a day.
Tension there. Our Susie, she's still there. She's done a drum roll for me. She's done a drum roll. And it's here.
Is it in?
Her words.
Yep.
Her words are, what do you think? What do you think out there? What do you think?
Well, I'm hoping with the 4 hours that I spent slogging my guts over it.
Yep, no surprise. No surprise, it says demo of the day goes to number 2. That's such a shame, because we're saying it as expected. These are beautiful cards, as was this other one. I loved your stenciling one. They are absolutely beautiful. But I think this just shows the love and care that went into that one. So well deserved. So hopefully you all voted for that one too. So that's going to go on the shelf. And tomorrow we'll have demo of the show, demo of the day and demo of the week. And I'm looking, and there's some corker ones up there for this week. So hopefully they will go into there. So that's me and Debbie done for today. Nice quick show for you, but hopefully it's given you a really good first look at what is coming up next week, just to sort of whet your appetite and get you tuned in. Thank you everybody for everyone who's tuned in today, and massive thank you to all of you who have commented. There have been so many people commented today, joined in the craft along, shared pictures of your mates. Keep posting them out there on Facebook and tagging Debbie and myself, if you don't mind, on into those mates, because we love to see them, whichever papers you were doing. Oh, and thank you so much for Katie for earlier for joining us. It was lovely to see her. Can't wait to see her finished project too. So that's it. We're going to sign off for tonight. I'll be back tomorrow as usual at 11 a.m, as we said, with Jan, doing all things Say It with Flowers. I'm going to have my mind then. So until then, have a lovely evening, keep safe, and most importantly, keep warm and dry wherever you are, and I will see you in the morning. Good night.